everyone, and welcome to UFC Connected. We have got another big episode on deck for you today. Here's what's coming up. China's Song Yadong reaches the next level with help from a UFC Hall of Famer.
Without a doubt, Song is going to be the world champ. He's going to be representing China and representing Team Alpha Male and making an amazing life for himself.
Iron Mike Chandler takes us inside the mind of a fighter.
I don't remember a thing inside of those hard-fought fights.
Oh, they're in the pocket. Oh, my goodness.
Certain pieces of our brain that just put ourselves into autopilot, and our training takes over.
And Jan Blachowicz hits the court for a celebrity basketball game.
The difference between this kind of game and MMA fighting, first of all, inside the octagon, this is serious. This we do for the fun, for charity.
Chinese bantamweight Song Yadong grew up worlds apart from the California kid Uriah Faber. But when Song moved to California to train under his longtime idol, the pair fell perfectly in sync. Despite a language barrier, the two have forged a strong bond, with Song developing into one of China's best hopes for UFC gold. We visit Sacramento to see the unlikely pair at work for the premiere installment of Unbreakable.
This guy has been a prospect since breaking into the UFC.
He's very well versed for such a young fighter.
This kid is something special, super skillful and capable of doing all things.
He trains out of Team Alpha Male. Michael, Uriah Faber's told me he thinks this guy's going to change the sport.
Song Yadong is a very exciting guy. He's got beautiful boxing, heavy right hand.
Oh, big knockdown for Song Yadong. That right hand is lightning fast. It is accurate, and Song Yadong is a new contender for sure. Yadong!
我在中国黑龙江哈尔滨长大的。我当时特别喜欢看就是功夫电影，然后我也被功夫电影所就是感染嘛，我特别喜欢。动手动脚的，爱动，所以那时候我就特别想去学功夫，所以我跟我妈妈说，我说我想去学，功夫，然后能不能送我去那个松山少林寺那边？刚好我妈妈那时候认识一个朋友是那里面的教练，所以刚好有这个机会，他就送我过去那边。费波的比赛，那时候是WEC， 然后我特别喜欢他的风格，所以那时候我觉得这可以成为我的职业，所以我在15岁的时候才可以打比赛。我第一次打的是中国的一个 MMA 赛事，那个是一个，然后通过后面陆陆续续的比赛，我一直获胜。然后那个时候在国内的话，我就是其实战绩还是挺好的。我当时的梦想是打进 UFC。看他是哪个团队的，然后我就上网查了一下，然后叫 Team Alpha Male， 然后我就想说有一天我肯定会跟他们一起训练，然后差不多在2017年年初那个时候给他们发邮件，然后联系上了，我就过来了这样。
We have a train with TAM program, which is basically people can come and participate. And we've had a lot of talent throughout the years that have come to the team on that ticket. Cody Garbrandt, Paige Van Zandt, Teruto Ishihara. The list goes on of people that have come out here to be part of that program and decided this is the place for them. Song was one of those guys who came out when he was a teenager. He came out by himself, speaks zero English and just throws himself in the fire.
然后就当时那个内心特别激动，然后训练的时候也是就非常紧张，然后包括门德斯啊、Cody 还有菲波啊，当时我就觉得就是不敢相信，我现在能跟他们一起训练，最想来的地方。
I watched him wrestle, and I'm like, man, this kid's really tough. And I was still competing at the time, so I grabbed him, was like, let's see how good he is. And our first communication was us wrestling. It wasn't speaking, it was all headbutting and throwing each other around.
然后也特别的兴奋，然后当训练完的时候，我还在拿一件 T 恤在门口等着，让他们给我签名，就是我当时的感觉就是一个粉丝一样。 我的第一次比赛是在 UFC 上海对阵印度的选手 Kondari， 然后我是。
All right, so here's the 30-year-old Bartek Kondari. He was to face Louis Pingyuan here tonight, but instead it's Song Yadong, the late replacement here tonight. Oh! Big knockdown for Song Yadong. Desperation shot here from Kondari.
3 submissions by choke. Look at this work.
Nice.
The tap. Peruvian necktie. Beautiful work.
Have a night, young man. Wow.
断头台降服获胜。打完了那场比赛，我就拿到了 UFC 给我的合同。
He was making massive sacrifices. He'd make some money, then he'd spend it all coming to America, hiring coaches, reinvesting in himself, and then go get the next fight, get enough money to do it again.
Let's see how far he's developed. Song the Terminator Yadong.
Oh! What an elbow! Wow!
Roll the credits. This one is over before the bell can sound.
Being in Song's corner is a lot of fun. It can be a little frustrating at times, especially early on when we hadn't covered some of those hurdles with the language barrier. It didn't go our way with Kyler Phillips, and we had kind of a game plan. I can't remember what I said in particular, but like, hey, we're down, we gotta go. Hey, let's go. You're down right now. You gotta win this round. You gotta get this win. Big win. Stay calm, let's go.
That dude's got instruction coming at him from 2 languages.
Song came out and had an amazing 3rd round.
See, this is the last place he wants to be with Song Yadong, but for Song, this is excellent.
He's gonna win this round, but it seemed as though he was a little behind early.
Put him down, let's go. Go, 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 right up, 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 up.
For the winner by unanimous decision, Tyler the Matrix Phillips.
Coming off of this loss, he goes, hey, coach, you lied to me. How come you lied? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, you told me I won the first 2 rounds. And I said, I didn't say that. I said, we're down. It's time to go. And he's like, oh. I think I might keep telling him he's winning because he came out in like a bat out of hell in the 3rd round thinking he was up, so it worked. Maybe we'll use a little reverse psychology in the future.
所以我还需要好好学英语。
It's a real easy communication in the fight world between different languages. Martial arts is a language in itself. It's easy to grab somebody and show them exactly what you're feeling. It's like a simple communication that happens between 2 people that are fluent in one discipline, which is mixed martial arts.
所以在美国的话，我其实还是蛮习惯跟他们交流的，因为我们本来这个运动就是用肢体来表达，所以很多时候他一跟我讲动作的时候，一跟我示范，其实我就能够明白。
Some of the first things that Song was understanding was me telling him, hey, you're gonna be the champ. When I see somebody that needs to be reminded and actually has the gifts all put together, the physical gifts, the mental gifts, the ability to learn and the love for the fight, that's what I look for.
Well, how does that make you feel? That's a pretty good endorsement coming from your wife.
对，因为他其实感觉还好，因为他每天都这么跟我说。对，我觉得飞波是我的人生导师，然后也是我很好的朋友。So how do you cook it?
I'm gonna do a couple different types.
我觉得我很庆幸我有这么好的教练，然后我跟他也有很好的关系。因为在中国的话，其实教练是在很高的一个位置，你是非常。
I got the Traeger on, so then all we do is do this and put it on, and then it's done. The Traeger is pretty easy.
飞波的关系，我觉得我们很相处的很融洽。对，我觉得这让对我来说，我也是。
Song, you want to throw that one on? Okay. Okay.
我这个级别的冠军只是时间的问题。我觉得在我拿到冠军这条路上，飞波一定会陪伴着我，但我一定会为之而努力。
Rounding out his skill set under the watchful eye of Uriah Faber there in Sacramento, California, one of the top hopes to become China's 2nd UFC champion,
Without a doubt, Song is going to be the world champ. He's going to be representing China and representing Team Alpha Male and making an amazing life for himself.
对，所以他是我的边角，其实我是很有一种安全感。他也会使我走得更高。虽然我现在一直连胜，但是我觉得我还需要，我最终目标还是冠军。但到了冠军，变得更优秀。
Even in the most stacked division of the UFC, lightweight Michael Chandler's singular abilities set him apart. With an unbreakable mindset and spectacular skills, Iron Mike has quickly become a fan favorite. Warrior Code takes an inside look at the mind of Michael Chandler as he shares his thoughts on what it takes to be successful inside the octagon.
When you talk about what separates mixed martial artists from other people, it is our willingness to engage in the unknown and our willingness to be okay with the uncertainty that is about to happen.
Oh! He's in real trouble.
Everyone has a puncher's chance. Everyone has the ability to win or lose on any given night.
Big knockdown for Michael Chandler!
That's why we love the sport of mixed martial arts, and that's why mixed martial artists are revered as some of the toughest and most intriguing professional athletes on the planet. Being able to brave the unknown, being tied onto a tornado, and being okay with the virtual uncertainty that's about to ensue. I fight because I wake up every single morning and thank God for 2 arms and 2 legs. There's so many people who don't have the abilities that I have, and I think too many times we focus on the external instead of focusing on the things that we do have. I've been given so many great gifts athletically, a great family and a loving and supportive wife, and 2 beautiful sons that I get to love and serve and protect and take care of. I get to leave a legacy for them to see who their father was through these performances and through this hard work that I do. If you want to accomplish anything in your life, it's going to take an immense amount of sacrifice. The sport of mixed martial arts is no different. Every single day we are pounding the pavement between ourselves and our dreams, making the requisite sacrifices to make it to fight night and be victorious. I have to leave my family for weeks at a time. I have to put aside my fatherly duties at times.
Red light. Green light.
Put aside my husband duties at time. And just be a fighter. I have to be selfish in certain seasons so that when that season is over, I can be fulfilled so I can then be selfless.
Here we go! Go, move!
You can only be selfless if you use those seasons of selfishness to chase down your dreams. Being the hardest worker in the room mentality has never really been hard for me. The implications are so big every single time that you compete.
Hey, good set, good set, good set.
The training camps come with so much pressure and so much obligation. Every time inside those training sessions where self-doubt is creeping in, it's trying to navigate and negotiate between what you want to do and what you need to do. It's taking the harder road and the disciplines that you don't want to do that are going to get you to your goals. It's those that work the hardest.
Yes, yes.
And those that are willing to engage in delayed gratification and make the sacrifices today that will someday pay off for them. Once fight day finally gets there, after all the weeks and months of training, I try to keep everything very, very light, and I start to go over my positive affirmations, the things that I declare upon myself, that I deserve to be a champion, I deserve to win. My children deserve it, my wife deserves it, and the people that have followed me and supported me over those years deserve it. I deserve to be successful because I do make the sacrifices.
Let's go, Michael.
And then you finally can just go out there and let it all hang out. When I'm walking to that octagon, I look to my right and I look to my left and I look up in the rafters and it's a big, beautiful, sold-out arena. That's when you start to really feel truly blessed to be right where you are. Then you walk into the octagon, and as soon as my feet hit that canvas, it's always got a certain smell to it and kind of triggers me into that warrior that I know I need to be. The anchoring of that canvas touching my feet flips that switch. Before that, I'm a friend, and I'm a father, and I'm a husband, and I'm just a human being. But when I step inside that octagon, I'm a different animal, and I'm a different beast. I don't remember a thing inside of those hard-fought fights.
Oh, they're in the pocket. Oh my goodness.
There's certain pieces of our brain that just put ourselves into autopilot, and our training takes over.
Big shots for Chandler. This may not last.
For the most part, when you're in that flow state, when you're competing, that's where you want to be. You don't want to be thinking. You don't want to be remembering. You don't want to be noticing anything other than the task at hand.
Oh my goodness, look at this fight.
Heart is just the determination to not give up, to not give in, to not give an inch. You really can't teach heart. You can refine it, you can grow it, but to a certain extent, it's something that is ingrained inside of you, and luckily for me, I have that grit and that determination and the heart to keep on coming forward, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of setbacks. You're gonna have valleys, you're gonna have failures, and it's how you go from one failure to the next without losing that enthusiasm, without losing that belief and confidence in yourself.
Hey, let's go!
All of that is fully encompassed in having heart. The moment of victory is always the greatest moment for fighters. Once the fight is over and the ref pulls you off, it's not until that moment that you can finally take that 600-pound gorilla off your chest that has been on there every single day. We put in so many hours, engage in so many things that we don't want to do, from diet to pain to the sparring to all the different things that we need to do to be successful on fight night. The moment of victory when you get your hand raised is the best feeling in mixed martial arts, and I love it every single time.
Michael Chandler, ladies and gentlemen!
Jan Blachowicz's heavy hands are his trademark in the UFC, but recently, the former light heavyweight champion took his Polish power to the paint for a charity basketball game. Hosted by a former NBA player, the game pitted a team of celebrities against one from the Polish army. We scouted Jan's skills on the court in this edition of Ultimate Access.
Today we are in Łódź. We are on the event. We're gonna play charity game, NBA. When I was young, I played basketball, but then I start training mixed martial arts. So I have to remember what I've done more than 20 years ago. Marcin Gortat, he's organizer of this event. He's a famous basketball player from Poland. He plays in NBA. He do a lot of charity like this ones. He's a great person, great sportsman, and I admire him.
Well, we started about 8 years ago. Throughout my foundation, we are raising money for the children, for scholarship, and for the youth players in our country. And we decided to do two things at one event, promote not only basketball, but also promote the respect for Polish soldiers. And we're excited that Jan Blachowicz is going to join us. We're always cheering for Jan, and he's basically giving back to the community. Jan is doing tremendous job for us, Polish people. He's representing not only himself, his family, but also 38 million people. playing in front of 9,000 people in a different sport. It's obviously challenging, but I'm quite sure he's gonna feel comfortable because he obviously performed in front of a big audience. We're gonna help him out. We have a few pro players that actually is gonna help him.
I ciasteczka, zrób tak, ale nie. Łokietek powyżej oczu, tak. I ciasteczka, jakbyś to i ciasteczka wyciągał ze słoika.
With the respect he has under the basket and the respect he has on the floor, I'm quite sure nobody wants to stop him, nobody wants to challenge him, so I'm quite sure he's gonna score probably about 4 to 6 points.
I've got good tactics for today. I'm gonna use my elbows, my knees, and that's it, you know. I have to use it in a special way. The referee cannot see it. This is the most important thing. If referee don't see it, you can use it. If referee will see it, then you have a problem.
Wszystkich zawodników, którzy za chwilę pojawią się na tym fantastycznym parkiecie. Jan Blachowicz!
Numer 83. Jan Blachowicz, mistrz UFC 2021 roku. No, muszę przyznać, że Jan Blachowicz kryje tutaj, że wygląda jak ściana, której nie da się przebić. Przednia obręcz, Jan Blachowicz ze zbiórką.
Jan napędza się.
Zatrzymuje się proszę pod prawą nogą, podanie do OSTR-a, rzut za 3. Nie ma.
To prawie jak Stephen Curry do Claya Thompsona, taka kontra i kończona rzutem za 3.
Ale co walczył w ataku Jan Blachowicz.
Tak jest, pokazał
deseczki. Ale nie tym razem.
Adam Waciński nieskutecznie.
9. mecz. Marcin Gortat versus Wojsko Polskie. Zwycięża drużyna Wojska Polskiego. Mamy wynik 5-4 w tej serii.
The whole event was a big success, but personally as an athlete, I feel disappointed because we lost.
Dzięki.
Jan is an extraordinary man, and on top of that, I have to say, he's big and he's a little touch around the rim, which is unusual because for the guy his size, it's not easy to shoot the basket, and he's doing this very comfortably. That was pretty amazing.
My skills on basketball are very weak because my last time when I played basketball was 20 years ago. The difference between this kind of game and MMA fighting, first of all, inside the octagon, this is serious. This we do for the fun, for charity. So no pressure. Everywhere was music, we play with the people, with the fans. This is the difference, no?
Well, that's all for now, but we will see you next time right here on UFC Connected. Thanks so much for watching.